What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared. And y'all, I want to have an honest conversation about a lot of what I'm seeing on the internet, specifically on TikTok. Now, there are these groups that are on TikTok, specifically of black people, that are having conversations about the community. Now, this one live stream I caught yesterday, just going around on TikTok, looking around and just having an honest, have some honest content, just trying to find. Now, during this conversation, it was a group it was a group of black men and black women having a debate upon the issues in the black community. And throughout this entire debate, they was talking about what black women have been through, what black women have gone through, and black women deal with on a daily basis in the community. And saying how black men is black men's fault because we as a community, we don't hold ourselves up to a specific standard. Now, obviously, these people have heard of Kevin Samuels, and they are continue to have this conversation and bringing up his name and talking about Kevin Samuels in a negative light. Now, what I'm starting to notice is, and what as well as a lot of other people, we keep on talking about what black men don't do and what black boys don't do. But we don't necessarily have that conversation when it comes to the progression of black people. We as a community, we keep on this whole shtick of black men ain't trash. Black men need to do what we're supposed to. Black men need to build a community up, do sacrifice ourselves for a community, for the greater good of a community, and stuff like that. But what I'm getting tired of is everybody putting the blame on black men, but they're not offering any solutions. Now, we as brothers, we know that we have to build. We know that we have to build ourselves up and build up a community. But the question that remains to be answered by these people that keep on putting the blame on black men, how do you build a community when you have brothers still caping for the bull crap that a lot of sisters are doing, and black women still refusing to listen to what's going on in the black community with black men, specifically black boys? And how do we honestly get these brothers into the positions that they need to be in order to progress our community? We always talking about, especially a couple weeks ago, or no, a couple days ago, not weeks. I had a brother come into my comment section talking about Dr. Umar. And the thing about it is, Dr. Umar Johnson keeps getting held up as a contributing member to this community when he himself has not built anything in this community except a school that is remained to be open. We continue to talk about what black men need to do, but we're not giving the resources to these black boys so these black boys can become contributing members to the community. Umar has been talking about this school that he's built for a decade or so. He was talking about it when I was in high school, when it was in middle school. School is yet to be opened. The school is yet to be completed. The school is yet to get any students or start educating. This school that Dr. Umar has not opened, has not had any students, has not even had its first class of graduates yet. So effective immediately, that school is null and void. We're talking about we're always talking about the history of what black people have gone through. But there's no focus on the future and the progression of black people and black business. We have very little business schools to teach black people. We have very little tech companies. We have very little banks. We have very little anything. The only thing that we have a lot of are nail and hair boutiques. We have a lot of those, but we don't have any big. We don't have a large number of black businesses that can contribute to the wealth growth of black people. Every day I'm seeing black people don't do this, black people don't do that. And I'm steadily seeing people coming in from other countries and gaining wealth off of our community. And I continue to ask myself, why is that? And then I sat back and I listened and I looked around. We as a community, we are at odds with each other. We are at odds with our women. We are at odds with our men, with other men, with our brothers. We do not contribute to each other. Steadily, we're looking at each other like, oh my gosh, this dude, I don't want this dude to get ahead. Instead of thinking about the future. I see these communities produce educated people. And I'm going to say this too. For us to be the original inventors of this world, because a lot of inventions have been made because of black people. For us to be the original inventors, we sure don't have a competent group of people at the helm helping us and teaching us. We have a lot of egotistical, ego-driven people, money-hungry, greedy people. And what has that gotten us? The last person that could lead us was MLK. Minister Farrakhan, he's leading a nation of Islam. But us as a whole, as black people, we aren't doing anything. It's steadily the finger being pointed at every which way. Nobody holding themselves accountable. Nobody doing anything. It's always finger pointing, especially when it comes to holding a lot of sisters accountable. When it comes to a lot of brothers being held accountable. You have that group of men that hold themselves accountable to a lot of this stuff. And same thing with a lot of sisters. But for the majority, it's always going to be, oh, black men need to do this. Or it's going to be black women. Or it's going to be black women trying to put the blame on black men for their mistakes. Specifically having children outside of wedlock. I don't know, guys. If we gonna want this community to survive, y'all gonna have to figure something out. And that's the honest truth. Y'all are gonna have to figure something out because as a whole, we keep on arguing about Democrat, Republican, business business versus reputation, or what is it called? I'm sorry, I got a lot of stuff on my mind right now. Reparations. we always want to be handed something instead of actually working for it. And that's the thing that I kind of get disgusted about with a lot of us. But anyways, this is my comment. This is my commentary on it, on the situation. Like, share, subscribe to channels, put the podcast on Spotify.com. In the comments, I want to hear what you guys are thinking, because I know I'm probably going to be wrong on this. And I accept that. I'm going to be wrong on a lot of things. And I accept that. But I want some honest commentary upon this, because this is a concern that needs to be held by everybody in the black community, not just me. Especially me as a young brother. Anyways, like, share, subscribe to channels, put the podcast on Spotify.com. Comment down below, because I want to hear you guys' commentary upon this subject. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys on the flip side, and guys listen. Bye, guys.